So throughout your life, you've probably seen at least one or two pictures of Christ. I'm guessing, I'm hoping. If you haven't, maybe take that up a notch. But I want to share with you a quick metaphor as you get into your recovery that we'll refer to in the future, but particularly just to get you thinking in the right mindset. So in my home, I have a picture of the Savior hanging up. It shows him as a shepherd holding a little lamb. It looks like maybe he's been holding that lamb all night, and he's watching over the rest of the flock that's just a short ways away. The second painting that I really like is one of the Savior walking on the water, reaching down to help Peter who is sinking. The styles of these paintings are vastly different, but I love them both for different reasons. And what I want to point out is which one is right? Which painting is correct? And you could have different arguments of which one is right, but ultimately neither is necessarily right? That they're both up to artist's interpretation of how they think the Savior looked. They're portraying different things. They have different meanings to the artist, and so therefore both are technically right. And when it comes to recovery, there is no right way other than your way. That I'm going to share with you all the different tools that I have. I'm going to share with you my experiences, but please understand this is not a program in which you need to do everything a certain way. Now, I do believe there's certain principles to follow when it comes to recovery, but ultimately you need to find your own right way of painting your recovery. There'll be certain things that are consistent, but make it yours. And so there's 4 P's that I want you to keep in mind as you are painting your recovery. The first is having a picture in mind. As an artist begins, I'm sure some things change as they get going, but they have a picture of what they're wanting the end result to look like. As you engage in your recovery, why are you doing this? What do you want different in your life as a result of changing? What are you hoping is different because you have stopped looking at pornography? In what ways are you a better person? How does your life function better because you're not looking at pornography? What is the picture you're trying to put together? And as you have that in mind, it's going to make a big difference because it gives you something to work toward. It gives you an ultimate reason to change. Next is having a palette. And in recovery, you need to have your own palette of different tools. With each artist, they're going to have a set of colors that they're going to turn to. With the Save Me painting, lots of blues there, a little bit of red, some browns and things. With the Shepherd painting, a little bit of reds and some greens and other colors, not as many blues. Once again, they personalize that to the painting and what they're picturing. So for you, what do you need to have? Do you need more exercise in your life? Do you need to be reading more materials about recovery? Do you need to be more open? Are there certain things that you need to have as part of your palette? What do you have already in your recovery? And I encourage you to jot that down a little bit of what is working for you. The next 2 is practice and patience. With every artist, they've taken a long time to put these paintings together. And to hone their craft. They understand very clearly as they've painted over the years how to do things better. And so please understand that this process takes a while. That's where the last P comes in, of patience, that as we practice and as we're patient, we will improve. That which we persist in doing becomes easier for us to do, not that the nature of the thing itself has changed, but our ability to do has increased. As you keep practicing these different things that we'll be talking about, it's going to get better. But please understand that this is not a quick process. You're creating something that's going to take a long time, but ultimately it's going to be a masterpiece. You can do this. As I look at my life now and I look at my life then, I am so thankful for the person I've become and for the ways that I'm improving. And I still have a long ways to go, but I am so thankful for the process that I have been through. And it took a lot of practice. It took a lot of patience. I have a huge palette of colors that I'm tapping into even now to keep a strong recovery. And I am slowly developing that picture of who I want to be. So keep that in mind. You are painting your recovery, and it's going to take you picturing who you want to be. It's going to take a palette of tools, and it's going to take a lot of practice and a lot of patience to become that person that you're working toward.